What's good, gangsters? How's everybody doing? Let me get chat connected, and then, you know what? Let's get crazy with it. Let's just get real crazy. There we go. Look at that. I got a little shirt on, got a little white ass shirt on, got a little black ass hat on, got a little calm little background on. You know what I'm saying? I got a little I got calm little teeth on. Anyway, who's excited to stream? I am. We're a little grainy right now. We're a little dark. That's okay. It's just the way that it is, Once we get the game up, we'll be a little bit brighter, but that's about it for real. Oh, one thing I want to do before we get into it is I want to turn weather off. I fight it for the entire duration of the stream. I just want to turn it off. It's kind of cool to have the rain every now and then, but it just gets in the way. Weather, turn off. Just get that out of the way. Also, is my sound mode on realistic? Yes. Yeah, good enough for me, man. Good enough for me. So yeah, how's everybody been doing? I don't know if I streamed yesterday or not. Time flies when you're having fun, and a 24-hour period feels like a really long time. So I don't remember if I streamed or not yesterday. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. So, it's just how it happens sometimes. I was looking into how I would make, a YouTube pop-up for when people subscribe on YouTube down here. I would like for that to be a thing. But the more I was looking into it, it's kind of like a 50-50. So for a feature like that to work, the person subscribing, so you, would need to have your YouTube channel set to subscriptions are public. And then what it checks is that when my subscriber number goes up by 1, it checks people's accounts who are currently in stream, and then it checks if they are subscribed, and then it tells the stream that you subscribed. It's a lot of information that it has to do, back and forth, right? So it's going to be delayed, and if at any point your channel is private, then the thing can't read it, and so even if you subscribe, it won't say anything down here. So I was like, I just won't do it. I just won't do that. The inconsistency of it doesn't really appeal to me, right? I don't want one guy to get his name over here and somebody else doesn't get their name over here, and it's because of a setting they didn't have enabled, but now they're mad at me, you know what I'm saying? Boom. We're in the game. So, let's do no names. There we go. Where were we when we left off? We were building this. We were making great progress building this, actually. So we need to continue. We've got big batteries. We've got all the utilities that we're going to need. We've got all the cargo that we're going to need. We have the ability to attach stuff. What's up, nerd? Nerding it out, I'm nerding it up crazy style right now. We got this all set up. Let's go ahead and put some thrusters in here. I did want to do hydrogen, so we are going to put hydrogen tanks over here. That was something. We're going to do hydrogen tanks, so that way we can assist ourselves. Actually, once we get into space, we're going to have hydrogen, because we don't have ion. We don't have silver to make ions, so we're going to have hydrogen. That's fine. That's fine. So let's do hydrogen. Show you that brain. I've been wearing this hat all day, and so my hair's all pushed down. It's really funny from where I push it over. Doing that's really funny. So we just leave the hat on. All right, so now how many of these can we fit in here? Could fit one right there. Now we'll just do this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 4, which means 8 hydrogen tanks. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Long, greasy, and sloppy, just like a chili dog. No. I mean, I'm actually not greasy right now. I took a shower this morning. So my hair's just all matted down from the hat. I just got crazy hat hair right now. I was greasy yesterday, though. I wore the hat all day, then went to the gym and sweat, then got home and continued to wear the hat for like another 5 hours before finally taking a shower. So I was hot and greasy, like a chili dog. So let's grab... Ooh, it's gonna take me basically a full inventory to transfer one of these. Oh, that's craziness. Okay. So what we're gonna do then is just put 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and place them down. Dude, I'm getting some crazy frame lag. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. Okay, and we'll go ahead and just start dumping the materials into it that we can. And then we'll get rid of that. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 90% of the ship is just storage. Yeah, that's kind of what I want, though. Like, I want it to just be this crazy... I want it to just be this crazy machine, you know? I want it to just be a big, crazy contraption. Alright. That's everything withdrawn. Now let's grab the hydrogen tank again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And withdraw the full components again. Lots of large steel tubes we're going to be short on. It's going to be a tough ship to build. Like fully decorate and stuff. It's gonna be expensive. Oh, look, they're fighting! Yo! Look at... Oh, he's actually going mad fast, too. Oh, dude, they're fighting. Okay. Let's, Oh, dude, he's got tons. There's a lot of shit going on right now. Oh, I didn't mean to smash it. I forgot. Let me weld this up. Hold on. Oh, this might be great for me though. Those guys might come down and they might die. This might be fantastic for me. Go over there and just scavenge. We can maybe hit him with a missile? Alright, everything looks good. Shoot the ass down. What got damage back here? This? Ooh, see, I'm not a fan of him coming over this direction now that he's already, like, aggro. They didn't really seem to fight that long. They kind of had a little skirmish and then went on their way. I wonder what's up with all that. Let's not cause any more disturbance, I don't guess. What does blood look like? Oh yeah, he's getting out of there. He doesn't really look like he took a whole lot of damage. Everything still looks kind of symmetrical on him. That guy... That's a big-ass ship. Yeah, he doesn't look like he took any damage either. They kind of just had a little mini skirmish and then called it a day. Yeah, the big one over there looks like it has fantastic loot. That one looks like it has fantastic loot. That one looks like it's mostly just a little skeleton ship. This one? The gremlin? I need to get a dedicated fighter built before I go after any of those. I think what I'm gonna do to make a fighter is, instead of giving myself forward-facing guns and then I have to make passes and stuff, I'll probably just make myself a very small automated fighter ship that has turrets all over it, so I can just kind of do flybys and my turrets will like shoot at it. You know, the turrets will track and shoot, so that way I don't have to really like come into range and fly directly at the target and then break off, which is time that they could shoot me. If I could just do a flyby and my turrets just kind of like shoot as we go by, I think that'll work out great. But that's gonna have to come after I get this finished, because this is my resource sink for right now. This is what I want all my stuff going towards. Let's get more of the steel plate built out to make like the cockpit area. And yeah, let's get more of the cockpit area built out. Back here is also going to take a lot of steel because I want to build in more of like the sheet right here to make the nacelle attach to. Yeah, okay. We just need more steel. That's all it is. I'm also going to need that. Plenty of that. This is going to be mostly a building stream. This stream is mostly going to be all about building. I'm out of steel plate. Make 2,000? I don't know if I have enough iron for that. 20k right there. I don't have enough iron for that. Ah! Okay, well, you know. You can say it's going to be one thing, but then you find out it's going to be another, I guess. We are going to find more iron. The gremlin light is going away and then it's coming back. I wonder if it's... I wonder what its plan is. I don't really want to get on anybody's bad side just yet. I know that we're negative with all those guys. What's Huntington Point? The same little station that we're parked next to on the ice field, there's another one just a little bit around the planet that we went to. And the only reason I even went there was to check what they had in stock, because the one on the ice didn't have what we wanted in stock. It'll be a good way for us to make money later. You know, running supply lines back and forth. But we don't really have a way to transfer large amounts of material just yet. The white POI is a neutral POI. There's no guarantee that they're good or bad. So you can go up to it expecting it to be friendly and then be like, yo, what's good? Bam, bam, bam. And then you're, you know, you got your whole socks blown off. You get all your socks blown off. Let me grab some more of this iron real fast. I am really happy to have the stronger engines. I am real happy to have that. They make this so much more efficient. Yeah, the gremlin is definitely going back. So I have to think that the gremlin probably took more damage than the Lothian or whatever it was. Yeah, we've got to get some sort of fighter made. Because I really do think if I had like maybe 4 turrets on each side, so 8 total, and just had them all set to target weapon systems, exclusively weapon systems, I think like 1 or 2 passes past any of these would strip all the weapons off of a ship. See, I think he's going up now. I don't think he's going anywhere, like, as a direction. Like, around the planet. I think he's just exiting atmosphere. Ooh. What'll I break now? Nothing? There's no way. Dude. I just smacked the ground at like 50 meters a second. That is half of the max speed that this game typically allows. Wheels are so insane. Wheels are so insane. I mean, it was dangerous for sure, but like, it just works. Alright, am I above it? No, right here will be though. Yeah. Alright, now it is. Are they all dropping? Yes. Look how many little pieces I'm dropping. We now clear our inventory twice as fast. See, now why is he coming back? He's doing that little back and forth runs. It's like watching a deer in the wild. Have you ever seen like a video of like a deer running through the woods and it just jumps off of a hill and then hits the bottom and it gets up and just keeps running away? That's what I feel like my mining vessel's like. Also, not a fan of how close that guy's getting. He's just kind of going back and forth. Not a fan of that. if he goes that direction and then comes back, we will attack him. Because I'm gonna assume that maybe his AI is broken from that little combat encounter that he had, and if that's the case, then he's wounded, and I'm gonna take his butt. Yeah, he might not be able to leave. Let me finish dumping off all this iron so we can make more steel plate, because we're going to go through a lot of steel plate on the big cargo ship. KX Racer, how you doing? Welcome in. We're dropping off all of our iron right now. And we're watching that ship up there in the corner. He's been kind of like going back and forth. He doesn't really come any closer, but he's kind of just like surveying us back and forth. So I think we're going to try and take him out. You burned your hand? You didn't let the engine cool off? Okay, that's finished. Perfect. Let's go back here to the back and just check it what got damaged. I think it's just this little bit right here. I think that's all that got damaged. None of this is damaged back here. None of this. Dude, the wheels are awesome. Ooh. I'm so strong I can lift this thing up. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Door stuck. There we go. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's get out of there. We're not allowed under there. Okay, so that should be enough iron to at least get a bunch of the steel plate made. This ship is going to be so expensive, bro. This ship's going to be so expensive. I'm thinking, though, hydrogen thrust, we're going to need a little bit in every direction. But it's mostly going to be... for the bottom? Do we want to leave atmosphere like this? Or do we want to leave atmosphere like this? Like, which way feels cooler? You know, like, does this big ship just kind of like coming out of atmosphere sound cool? Because that's the same way that we're going to have to come into atmosphere. Because if we leave like this, we're going to have to come back in like this. Because that's where all my thrust is going to be. Well, no, I don't guess so. We can shoot up, and then we can just kind of like fall from space back into atmosphere, and then once we get into atmosphere, catch ourselves and kind of glide with the atmospheric thrusters. Yeah, he's definitely going back and forth, and he is closer now. He's sub 3.5. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this guy on. Do what you gotta do. Projector. Send to assembler. We're gonna shoot that thing down. Or at least gonna attempt to. Okay, hold on. Let's go in here. Alright, so we should have taken out its large... Is he going down? Yo, he might be going down. Real shit. Unless he's just, like, accelerating off. But I think he's going down. Oh, and look, there's that big thing that I wanted to take out. I think he's going down. Yeah, 'cause he's speeding up. Oh, dude, fucking dub. Hold on. Let's take this and just go survey it. Because let's also keep in mind that he might be falling fast enough that he falls through the planet's surface. Which is entirely possible when you start using speed mods. Yeah, he went through the surface. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's go take a gander at what this is. We're faster than it. Just a single turret on top. Got a lot of hydrogen thrusters on it, though. That's an interesting one for sure. Yeah, so the thing that we took out, I think it phased through the ground. There's not really anything we can do about that. That one over there is still really big, and that one right there. I actually think we can take that one out. I think that's a small one. Yeah, I love having a fast ship like this. Just like a little scout vessel, I love it. Riding your dirt bike once on the street, and a cop pulled you over. Went to get off the bike, and the dude started yelling, and my hand hit the frame. Ooh. No bueno. No bueno. Beautiful. Easy touchdown. Okay. So... if we're gonna hit something, we need to... I'm gonna need to make a vehicle that half of its turrets target weapon systems, so that way we don't take any damage, and half of its turrets target power systems. Or thrusters. Probably thrusters. Because I don't really want to damage the power systems. Other than the batteries. The batteries, you know, that's fine, they can get damaged. But things like engines and hydrogen tanks and stuff like that, all of that needs to stay intact because all of that is material that we could use. Yeah, we're going to have to rethink our strategy for getting things out of the sky because they come down too fast and phase through the ground, and it's just not something the game can handle at that speed. Okay. How are we doing on iron? Ooh, is this off? Yeah. How are we doing on iron? 1K, 5, 5, 5, 5. Plenty, looks like. Production finish up on steel plates. Fantastic. Should be 2,000 steel plates in here. And it looks like there is. Let's grab 600. Let's grab 600 and go ahead and start building out this this rear section, because this rear section is going to be where we mount our thrusters. So I need it to be finished up pretty soon. Oh, shit. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. All of that. And then, oh, that one's also the same. There we go. So now once all of that's finished, we're gonna put the little like 2 slope blocks. And the purpose of these is going to be to kind of just smooth everything out. Then we'll go back and drill a hole through it to put a conveyor pipe that goes through. The conveyor pipe will then go out into and spread out into the thrusters. We are in fact suffering for fun, yes. That's just what we do here. That's just what we do here. Buddy's right on top of us, thinks he can take it. Yeah, I hate to tell you, if he comes down at all, he's a goner, because I think he's only got like just like a couple Gatling turrets. I think I outpace him in damage. What is that? Is that an asteroid? What is that planet? Has that planet always been there? I've known about that one. Have we known about that one? Is that Mars, maybe? I think that's an asteroid. That might be an asteroid as close as it can possibly be to the planet without being considered like in atmosphere. Because there is a very small chance that asteroids in this game generate at the very edge of the gravity field. So you can actually make an asteroid base that still technically has Earth gravity. The gravity's way lower, like, because you're further away from the planet, but you do still technically have gravity. You're not in like free floating space. That might be our goal, is to get there and build some sort of outpost that then acts like a transfer station between our base here and space. Because that could be really useful to make this thing have an automated flight path going from that location down to Earth and back up. And its whole goal is just to transfer that stuff, you know? And then I can either work exclusively down here or exclusively in space, and this will run shuttles. This will run shuttle for me. And that could be pretty cool. Is that another? Okay, that's the thing we just saw. Okay. Geeked out. Let's grab this block. Do that. That and that. Yep, that's good. Yep, all that's good. That block can actually get swapped out to these. Like that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be real nice. We'll do the same thing here. We'll do a full-size block. And that. Perfect. Do that over here. Something like that. Okay. Let's bring the edge down. That block needs to get transferred. Or, like, changed out. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then we'll go... Sorry, I gotta lock it on my buttons here. Or no. There we go. We do... I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Easy peasy, man. Easy peasy. Bring all these back. Kind of sad. Only 2 people are watching. It's okay. It's what happens. Can't have like a banger stream every time, you know? It's okay. They just won't be here to see all the intricacies of what gets added to the ship. Also, Hazardine, how you doing? Welcome in. Alright, is that it? Yeah, that's it. And then we put on the little, you know, the little ramp. Oh, I can't see. There we go. Just staring into the sun right now. Alright. And then we do this layer. Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. Do I think you've been in my streams for about a year? Probably, yeah. Did you start watching when we were doing Skyrim? What game is that? You gonna buy it? It is Space Engineers. If you're on YouTube, right? So if you go to the description and click Chrome Hell, it's my little like landing page link. If you click on that and then click on the instant gaming link, that will use my affiliate code for instant gaming. You should buy the game there as like you can buy the key for it. So like a Steam key, Xbox. I think it's on PlayStation. You can buy it there too. Yeah, get you a discount and I get like a little bit of money. Yeah, Gavin, if you were here for Skyrim, then yeah, it's been almost a year, if not a year. I like the way this looks. I like the way this looks a lot. Let's get the weld ship going. Let's get the weld ship going. This is gonna be an expensive ship, man. I gotta blow that guy up. Hold on. Watch this. Boom, and he's gone. Blew his ass up. It would be really cool for me to get some sort of like AI speech recognizer, you know? So that way when I can say like, Poder, blow this guy up, and it like Jarvis blows him up, you know? Oh, I used the wrong things there. Hold on. Poder, blow this guy up. There we go. Okay. Your girlfriend hadn't moved in yet when you were starting Peterbilt, and that was June of last year. So yeah, it's been quite a while. So Peterbilt has had quite a while. I think I also want to replace this block. I think I also want to replace that block too. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna keep this little rounded edge though at the bottom. I kind of just like it. Let's go do it on this side as well. Hold on. Repair. Just in case anything happened. Okay, weld all that up. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Okay, so let's get back down, look at the big picture again. Are you at a point where I can make anything I want? Not quite yet. Not quite yet, which is hopefully what this ship will be fixing for us. Currently, I'm at a point where almost everything that I want to make, I can just go make. The issue then is that if I want to make something like this, I need a lot of material, and I don't have it. I don't have all the material, but I have the ability to go get all of the material. So, kinda. Normally when I complain about getting to the point of being able to make anything I want, I'm normally complaining that I have so much material that nothing has any meaning, right? So like this ship, I need to go grind. I need to go grind all the materials to get all the stuff. And then I have to put it all together. At the point that I crash it, I'm going to be really sad, right? Where in like a different playthrough, if I just had unlimited materials and I crash it, I'd be like, I'll just make another, you know? So this ship is actually going to have meaning to it, and I'm excited. I'm excited. That looks good. I really like how I like all that. I'm liking that a lot. So somewhere about right here on this flat section, I need a conveyor tube to kind of poke out, because we're going to mount the thrusters on the back of this thing. So somewhere like that. So it's behind this single block all the way down. Oh, shit. So it's one off the wall all the way down. One off the wall all the way down. So this block. Cool. So that's where we're going to put our thrusters that go through. You don't got the drive and the motivation to do stuff when you already have a bunch of everything? Right. So like when we were doing the per town playthrough, I had so much material that just for the hell of it, I was building like a big crane, a big gantry crane system to mine an ore that was like right outside of my base. Like literally like less than 200 meters away and maybe 10 meters underground. Like I could hand mine it with my drill. Yeah, the 2-week Minecraft phase, basically. Everybody knows vanilla Minecraft enough that you're like, okay, I need netherite, and you could have it in like 2 days, right? And then there's just not shit else to do. That's kind of the issue I have with like vanilla Space Engineers. Let's go ahead and do the conveyor piping while I'm here, because I don't want to forget, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too deep into it. I've got mods on Space Engineers. That's how I'm doing all this right now. That base is modded. You're normally not able to make small blocks into bases or like static grids. They have to be a movable thing. So the mod that I'm using to do that allows me to put small blocks in the terrain. And it's awesome. It's so good. And it's so good. So let's put a conveyor on both sides. Let's grab that. Gotta get the game. You got to. And when you do it, you should totally use my affiliate link. Look at that. 2 plugs. Plugged it twice in the same stream. Alright, so we got the conveyors. Can you get it on Steam? Or should you get it through Xbox? I think the console version of this is kind of butt. To the best of my knowledge, the console version of this is kind of butt. It's there. If you want it, it's there. But I think you're better off getting it on PC if you have the ability to get it on PC. What's butt? The console version of this game. Oh, okay. You see that little missile drone that we build right there? That's butt. So let's... Would it be better to route it around the front? Or just route it up over the top? How are we actually going to get it up to here? I kind of want it to... It needs to attach into this somehow. So... running it across the ceiling wouldn't be that bad. Running it just right through there. That wouldn't be a bad gig. And then once it hits here, just going around the batteries. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad gig. Hold on. Okay, what do I need for this? Interior plate? Let me grab a bunch of interior plates so I can plan out this this conveyor placement. So, let's get up here. We're gonna want conveyor. We'll probably go ahead and put one right here on the pass-through. There we go. Been foiled again. Low-key broke right now. I'm tracking on that. So let's bring this over to here. And then we'll just do a 90 pipe. We'll just do pipes all the way around. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now where did we just made the 90 run all the way into the battery. Like that. And then this came all the way over to around the battery. Yep. Like that. And then how did it connect down? It just goes over and down. That's probably good. That's probably good. Something like that. 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 Perfect. Okay. That's probably good. It's probably good. For the aesthetics of the ship, right? When we start talking about how things are going to look, because functionally that works, right? Should the pipes be embedded in the ceiling like that, or should they hang down just a little bit? And then I'm thinking somewhere right here. Right here. We're gonna do a wall. That corner can turn into one of these. And then we're just gonna do a wall right here and a wall right here. And that'll just kind of hide it. So let's get all that welded, or not welded, but, you know, placed down. Something like that. And then that. Liking it. And then we'll do a 45. Let's do this 45 instead. And that can be a full-size block. Yeah, that can be a full-size block. I'm not too worried about that. Okay. This can be a 45. It comes across and kind of acts like a room divider. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of like turns that into like a wall, and this is a doorway now that goes into the battery room. I'm liking that vibe. I want the door to not feel like it's sitting solo like this. So first off, let's fill this in. We're not going to put a window or anything here. We're just not. Okay, let's fill that in. Let's do a 45 up to it. Might as well just get rid of this one then. And just blocks. I'm okay with that. We'll do that same thing over here. 45. And then just blocks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it brought the walls in a little bit. That's fine. It'll look a lot smoother once it's all finished up. I don't think one of those pipes is on right. The side of the ship is oriented the right way. Below the ceiling so they have a little more protection from damage. We could, from right here, have it 90 out and come this way, and then go into the wall right here. Just for the sake of aesthetics. just for the sake of aesthetics, right? Do that. And then right here, we'll do a 90 on both sides. We'll just go across like that. There we go. And then we can take a full-size block and cover it. Something like that. Yeah, so it brings the pipe down a little bit closer to the engineer's head, but it's still plenty of room for him to walk underneath it. But it gets it more like in your eyesight, you know, so you get to see that there's stuff going on inside the ship. I like it. I like that a lot. I don't want that to be a 45 now, though. I want that to be one of these blocks. And that. There we go. 5. Perfect. And then right here, I'll put a light. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and place that down so I don't forget about it. Grab a corner light. In both sides. Perfect. So now we have like front lighting up there. And back here, we'll do sort of the same thing. We're going to do one of these. Like that. Full-size block. And then we can put a... I actually think I just want just a regular ass interior light right here. Yeah, something like that. And then this bar can connect across. Yeah, something like that. That works out good. We'll put another interior light right here in the center of the room. We'll put it on both sides of the room, actually. That'll be the cleaner look. There we go. I'm liking that. And because we have these tapered edges at the rear, it provides a reason to have this pushed up just by 1. So we might end up moving these lights. So instead of the lights being centered, we'll end up putting them like inset lights on each corner. So we'll have 4 instead of just 2. It might make for a cleaner interior. I do want to... maybe replace these blocks. That one too. Hold on, I'm gonna get rid of all these. There we go. And then we'll do the little 45 slope that we're doing on the other side. One, two. We'll match it. Yeah. 1, 2, and then we will match it. And that gives me a reason to have the sloped ceiling like I want. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. It'll make the interior feel taller, even though we've only bumped it up by a block. So I guess it is technically taller, but it's gonna feel a lot taller because it's gonna make the center portion feel lower because of the slope. You get to see the slope. Yeah, and then we're gonna put lights up there. I think that's what we're gonna do. Get rid of the center lights and put the lights up there instead. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That'd be fine. This area right here in the center, I want to have... Is it open? Is it long enough to have the truss pillar placed in there? It is not. Would it be if I got rid of one of these blocks? If I got rid of this block, would it work? Can I put 2 of them? Oh, I can. Fantastic. So we're going to do that instead, but flip them over. Yep, and then what we'll do is put lights up on top of these. Something like that. Hold on, I'll read chat in just a second. I'm in my zone right now. Okay, do something like that, and then we'll put lights through the top. Through the top right there. Perfect. Yeah, let's get the weld ship in here and kind of weld all this up. We could go ahead and fill this in since we know for a fact we want blocks up there like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Let's make sure our exterior is all matched up. Go ahead and add in the extra support blocks around the edge, just so nothing gets damaged. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all that's looking good. Let's get the weld ship up here and start welding this so we can get a better idea of how it's going to look. Let's see. Do the fridges actually work? Made a mining ship that turns on the hydrogen when the cargoes are full, testing on Pertium. That's fire. Event controllers. Now that I've kind of been using them lately, I really like them. I like the simple automation that I can do with them, and I like the more complicated automation that I can do for like the what's the word? Cruise control when we're mining. Do the fridges actually work? I don't think so. I don't think there's a spoil system. I don't think. I don't know. I've never really played with food. We tried playing with food at the beginning of this playthrough, but it didn't really work out with small grid. You need large grid to manufacture food, so it didn't really work out for us. So I turned it off. But like, I've never really played around with food in the game, so I don't know. I usually just use the fridge as decor. What am I doing? Oh, I know. Hold on. I need interior plate. Get a whole bunch of that. A bunch of motors. Let's deposit. And then I need construction components. That's probably good. I could probably use some more, but we'll go ahead and go with this for right now. Let's go and get the ship started to weld. I'll have to go back inside, I'm sure, and verify that everything that we wanted to get welded is welded, because I'm sure that we missed something. It's just the way it goes. Okay. Let's land. Verify. Verify what we got going on. Okay, so a little bit right here on the bottom. These are good. All that's greens. Yeah, other than this little bit right here. Other than that little bit right there, I think we're good. I think everything got welded. All the conveyors are green. Yeah, looks like we got it, fellas. Looks like we got it. Let me weld up that little bit right there. There's some interior blocks, so I can't do it with just the welder. I need this. Let me just double check right around here. We're gonna fly kind of low around it. Yeah, I think that's everything. Cool. So that was good enough. That was good. Let's get inside and check those lights, because we did do these corner lights right here. So let's go ahead and place down where I want the lights to be on the interior. And I'm thinking what I want is, I think I'm going to want double corners. Let me grab some construction components. Got a spoiled food ration in an encounter the other day. See, I don't know if that's something that's just to make the encounters feel, you know, old or something. I don't know if that's something that can actually happen. I'm not the guy to be asking on this. I'll be real. Do 1 and 2, and then we'll do 1 and 2. I unfortunately am not John Space Engineer. Let me weld all these up. There's no way I'm out of construction components. That's crazy. Just took that square edge like a champ. Yeah, that's above my pay grade. You're gonna have to talk to somebody else, man. That's it's not my job. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Man, it beats me. Okay, so does this... Yeah, it's okay. I want these to be named corner light... let's see. Main accent. I'm gonna do a radius of about... Actually, I want them to be kind of small. Like 1.5. The pretty low intensity, maybe 2. And I want the colors for these to be a little more green. We're gonna do 220 on both the red and the blue. Yeah, I want them to be a little green. Copy settings, copy all, come over here, copy settings, paste. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, and now for these, I want the radius to come up to about 4 meters. 4 meters is probably good. I want to lower the intensity down to 1. I like that. And then the color I want. What kind of color do you want for like a cargo ship? Blue is more of like a relaxing color. Orange is more like industrial warning light. I normally do some mix of either like a yellow or like a purple kind of color. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? This is going to be something that I hopefully are inside of pretty regularly. So what kind of colors you guys want on your screen? I personally think I'm leaning towards the typical, like, warm yellow color. But maybe we do something kind of a green hue, you know? I don't ever really use green lights. I could do green. I like green. We could also just do like white. We could also just leave it white and then just change the color of the blocks for the interior, you know, paint the interior. I think we just kind of reduce the blue. Make it a little more yellow. And then cargo ship should feel like work office blue. Okay, I like that. That's good reasoning. That's good reasoning. We're going to be in here a lot. You're inside of an office a lot. I got it. Let's do just 220 down on the red. Also, do we have the offset for this correct? We do. Do copy. Oh, we need to name it. This is the corner light main interior. Copy all. Cool. Now I need to paste. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It feels blue. Feels officey. Do red by the doors? Like on that one? Let's see. Copy. Paste. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm digging this. I'm digging this. This is good. How does our engineer look in here? Pretty bright. Pretty bright. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. I'm almost tempted to lower the radius of the lights. Like, down to like maybe 3 meters. Let's see, do I have a way? Control panel. Main interior. Light. Main interior. Okay, and then main accent. Light. Main accent. Okay, so cool. So now we can come out of here. Main interior. Radius of like 3 meters? Is that crazy? It's a little dark. Let's see. Main interior. Somewhere about... Yeah, 4.5. I think it's just the perfect... It's the perfect number. Let's do... Yeah, let's just do 1 for that. .6, I mean 0.5 is still good. We can change with the colors though. We can play around with the colors. It's too blue. Yeah, let's do like a 220, 240. That's a better blue to me. That's a better blue. That is more of a white blue. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, okay. Can we close the door, please? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this interior is looking good. I'm liking this. Let's clean up this little bit right here, because that's a little weird looking. I don't know if this needs to be a little chamfered edge. Don't think it needs to be. We'll just do... I'm out of steel plate? That's crazy. Grab some steel. I do want to have green lights, because now that I'm thinking about it, we don't have green anywhere. We don't do green anywhere. I really like the green seafoam of the miner. I want to have green accent lights somewhere. So maybe for the exterior of the ship, we do green. Maybe. Let me just weld this up. I'm not going to get the welding ship out just to do these 6 blocks. Six. It's not 6. It's 24. But it's okay. Let's see what this looks like in the interior. Just as it should. Good. This area. Can do that. And then we will... Yeah. Ooh. Something up there wasn't welded up. Hold on. It's welded right there. I wonder if I'm short on interior plate. All of these seem welded. It's got me wondering. Anyway, I like that. That looks good. This could also have the same treatment done to it. This could be a block, and then this could come in. No. That's okay. Once all of this stuff gets moved around, because I think I'm going to want to put the antenna somewhere else, the ore detector 100% needs to be further forward. That's honestly fine. It's just part of the utility of the ship, I guess. I'm liking this. Let's get this bit of the floor welded in. Do I have steel for that? 97, probably. Look at that. Flawless. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, spoke too soon. Okay, we'll get the weld ship out for that. I don't want to weld all that. But that'll have everything finished up. Then it'll be up to here, where I'm gonna have to have the floor. I say that I think I'm gonna have the floor up here, but honestly, once I start building in, you know, the shell of the ship and it starts coming up, this might end up needing to get moved up higher to feel like it's in a proper location. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. I'm going to leave this right here with the assumption that it's going to be this high, but it might end up needing to be a couple extra blocks higher. Let's get the weld ship in to weld that and that up there. Let me check about this. No, it's got everything on it. There shouldn't be anything that I'm missing. So can I reach all that? Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Was thinking the floor should go a little lower. Well, I'm gonna need space to... Once the shell comes up, I don't want it to just be like a box. So I'm gonna need to give myself room to kind of taper it in. So as it comes over, it's gonna have to go up. But, like I said, we don't know for certain if it's even going to be that high. It might have to be higher. This ship actually also needs to just get charged. There we go. Yeah, just let that charge for a second. Okay. Let's get working on the thruster packs, because the thruster packs are going to be intricate. The thruster packs are going to be intricate, expensive, and big. And it's kind of going to decide what the rest of the body of the ship looks like, because I'm going to build the thruster pack first, and then build the body to match. Yeah, this is going to be expensive. It's going to be real expensive. So let me grab the conveyor. Let me grab some interior plate. Let me grab some motors. And that's it. That's all I need. Go ahead and plan out where I want all these thrusters to be. Also, what do the hydrogen thrusters actually need to be placed? Steel plate? I should have plenty of that on me. I don't. There we go. So let's see. How in line is this? It's off by, what, like 2 or 3 blocks? So this is going to need to come over a bit. Let's do... two blocks. Yeah, let's do 2. And then we'll start the nacelle out there. All right, so now let me think about how this is actually going to get shaped. So I'm going to have the main thrust cavity here. That's a hydrogen engine. It's 3 wide. So we're going to go up from there. So that's 5. And then for the sake of aesthetics, we're going to go out again. So that way this can give, you know, a 3 gap all the way around. And then we'll probably end up having another taper out here, but that's on the outside. And I'm also going to want spirit thrusters in here as well. I don't want it to just be hydrogen powered. So... 9 tall with 1 block in between each of them. So... okay, okay. So, 10 blocks tall. If we do 3, gap, 3, gap, 3, and then that repeats this pattern up top, it's going to be a really tall day cell. So 10 for the interior, which means I'm going to have to add 2 to the bottom, on bottom and top. So 14 minimum. Gotcha. Okay. Trust that. I think I got what I'm doing. I think I do. So we're gonna come 1, 2, 3, 4. Want it to be centralized, roughly. 5, 6, 7. Ooh, yeah, this thing's gonna be tall. This thing is going to be tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So that gives me the full 14 length. That's how tall our thruster pack is going to be. I'd say that looks appropriate. That looks appropriately sized, height-wise, for how long the ship is going to be. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's put that on the other side as well. Okay, so now ooh. Normally, when I build a thruster pack, I basically just build an oval that stays straight. I basically just build a cylinder, an oval cylinder. I don't know if there's a name for that. Just like an oval tube is how I normally shape them. I'm tempted, though, to kind of build this with like a very slight C shape to it. So part of the thrusters will be down here, another one will be out here, and another one will be up here, rather than stacking them all vertically. It changes my math up a little bit, because I no longer have the shape in my head to work it out. But it might make it look really, really unique. It's kind of similar to the way we did the tail. I know it's going to be really hard to see on your screen, but the tail that we did for this one, which was 2 cylinders merged together at a 45, is what we did for the tail of this one. Might be able to do something like that. So let's come forward about there, about 3 blocks forward, because that's where we're going to have the first atmospheric thruster. Yeah, atmospheric thruster. 1, 2, 3 off the bottom. 1, 2, 3 off the bottom. And then we're gonna do, I don't want just tier 1s. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the cost. I think we're gonna go ahead and spend the cost to do like tier 3s. Oh, it's not multiplicative. Like, each tier is not exponentially more expensive. Each tier is just multiplicative of the original, the base. So you actually get... you get better returns because you're not fighting the weight of the thruster anymore. shit. We might just go ahead and do tier 4s. It would be really expensive. It would increase the cost of all of our thrusters 4 times. But it also means that it increases the thrust output of all the thrusters 4 times. And for how much cargo we're gonna have, I don't think the cost is that big of a deal. Building it is going to be expensive. I'm going to have to go mine cobalt again, because I think with this amount of metal grid, I'm going to run out of the cobalt that I have, you know, already refined. But I think tier 4 might be the move. There's also tier 5. And when you start looking at it, so the price increase from tier 1 to tier 2 is double. The price increase from tier 2 to tier 3 is not double. The price increase of tier 1 to tier 3 is triple. So you get a better return on you get a better value. Going a higher tier, even though it's more expensive up front, it's a better value. Like tier 5, it's 450 motors for small grid. What does that large grid look like? 2,200. Okay, so how many motors is it? It's 450 for a tier 5 small grid. What does a atmospheric thruster, just a regular one, large grid cost? So it's twice the cost of a large grid large thruster. That's kind of crazy. Does it produce the same output though? What does a large one produce? A large one produces 6.48 meganewtons of force. And a tier 5 small grid produces 2.88. So it's twice the cost and nowhere near the amount of output. Fuck. Just pop it in and let you know I'm using your instant gaming link. I fuck with that. I fuck with that heavy. You're gonna get a Discord role. If you don't already have it, you're gonna get a Discord role automatically. It usually takes like 20 minutes to update, but you'll get it. It just says that you're a certified gamer. I think tier 4 might be the sweet spot. Yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No. Tier 5 is not twice the cost. Tier 5 is not twice the cost. That's my fault. Tier 5 is 450 motors. 450 motors to match the default like 1100 for the base tier. You could do, call it roughly 3 of them. That makes it even. So yeah, a tier 5 small grid large atmospheric thruster produces the same scale amount that the large grid does per cost. Tier 5's the fucking move then. Tier 5 is the move. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. because that's still really, really expensive. Tier 3? It's only 90 more. Shit, that's only 90 more. We're gonna plan for tier 5. We're gonna plan for tier 4. We're gonna plan for tier. It's so expensive, but like at the point that you're already doing that cost, you might as well just do this. We're gonna plan for tier 3. We're gonna plan for tier 3. Alright. We're just going to plan for tier 3, because once I start building a bunch of these, it's going to get really expensive, and the cost is going to rack up, and this is just the way to go. Okay, so there's that for now. Let's do it on the top as well.
Fuel low.
Shut up, bitch. I probably do need to get fuel, though. As much as I hate her. Alright, so we came one off the bottom. One, two, three. Looks good to me. Alright, let's do the same thing on the other side. Alright, and then we're gonna go one there. One there. Okay, so that's a reverse thrust. Ideally, 8 tier 3s should be plenty to move this amount of cargo. Kind of coming close. Wouldn't you say? You're just coming a little close is all. You still don't have your little weapon platform from like 7 episodes ago? That is out in the woods now. We put a bunch of those out in the woods to act as little defense things for us. Target options, target weapons, target options, target weapons. Cool. Okay. They didn't aggro. They came under 2 kilometers of us and didn't aggro. That's all that matters. We live to fight another day. Okay, so now we have 8 tier 3s in this direction. Now let's go back. Somewhere about here. That'll probably look right. Okay, do that same thing. Add a steel plate. Goodness gracious. We're gonna go through so much steel on this, dude. It's so expensive. Even? Yep. Fuck. Is that even? Needs to come back a couple more blocks. This is gonna be so expensive, dude. It's gonna be so expensive to weld everything. I think this is even. Yeah, it is. Good deal. Okay. So now we got that, and now we place the thrusters again. So we're gonna have 8 forward thrusters. And we want tier 3s again. Okay. Okay. So now we have our thrusters. Now we have our like forward and back sort of planned out. Upwards thrusters, I want most of them to be in the rear back here. But I'm also going to want plenty up here in the front, you know, to make it feel realistic. I don't like whenever all the thrusters are in the back and then the whole front of the ship just kind of like floats up with it. I don't like that. So I want to have a couple of thrusters up front just so it looks correct. And then downwards thrusters, I usually don't put any. I usually put like maybe a couple on the nacelle itself, but I usually put them on the ship because I don't really ever know what to put on the ship for deco, for greebling. So I usually just do thrusters and thruster pods and shit. Forward and back, though, we got that. That's good. Hydrogen thrusters, or once we get into space, that's gonna be a whole different beast. Hydrogen thrusters. Let's go ahead and go with, since we're gonna have a lot less of these. Oh fuck! The damn. They're expensive. They're expensive. But since we're going to have a lot less of them, I only want like 1 or 2 in each direction. And it's just so we can kind of move around in space. I'm just going to do tier 5s. So let's get up to where I can kind of view what I'm doing. Damn, which is kind of difficult now. Yeah, let's do something like that. And then we'll put the thruster there. That works. That sticks out a little too far. Let's do... something like that. That's kind of the idea. I don't want to build it off up there. I guess I can. So what? 1, 2, 3, and then we're placing it on the outer of this one. That's a much better shape. Much better. Okay, let's go do the same thing over here. Okay. There's that. It's a good looking shape. I'm liking it. Now back here, we're wanting the exit atmosphere facing up. We're gonna need a good bit of thrust back here. We will probably do something a little different in the back. Something a little different in the back. That'll work. And then this back section back here, I'm probably going to have kind of open because I want to store the drill mount in the back. So when we're not using it, I want to detach it from the front, turn around, and attach it to the back of the ship. Just for the sake of beauty. It's going to be really not fun to work around, I don't think, but I think I'm gonna like it just because of the way it's gonna look. So really the back of it kind of open. So that's good, that's good. I'm liking all this. We'll probably... put some of the side thrusters right here on the cheekbones. So like right here. Probably just put 2 of them. There we go, something like that. 1 and 2. Yeah, and it doesn't have to line up there because it's going to pull hydrogen from this one. Do that same thing on this side. One, 2, 3, 4, fine. Perfect. So we go there.
Energy low.
And there. Okay, that's good. So now we have forward, back, left, right. I'll probably put the atmospheric left and right thrusters in the nacelle itself. That'll be fine. These will just kind of always stay on, I guess. They're not going to burn that much. Forward, back, left, right. We need up and down. Up and down technically could also be out here on the cheeks. As long as the cheeks stay kind of low, the thrust things will kind of just come up and you can kind of just look across them, you know, like if you're in the cockpit, you know, and you look over, you're gonna look above the flame. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Especially if we push them back, it'll be like kind of behind you in the cockpit, so not that big of a deal. But I'm also planning on having a little bit of thrust up and down for the nacelle. Yeah, let's get what we have welded. Let's get what we have welded. Because I might end up needing to push these thrusters back, like maybe right here, just to give the front of this some more room to sweep open, you know, to kind of like taper back without just hitting the side of the thruster. Yeah, so this is gonna be expensive. This is gonna be real expensive. We're just gonna have to start working on it. Deposit. Go over here. Okay, so we're gonna have what am I doing? Okay, and then we're gonna have that, and that. Okay, production. Yeah, that's way too much cobalt. I don't have any of that. Okay, and now let's go ahead and start prepping for the, what is it, tier 3 atmospheric thrusters that we did. How many do we end up having? We ended up having 8 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, let's let all that build first. That is so much. We don't have shit for this right now. So nickel, iron, and cobalt. Cobalt's probably going to be our first thing that we have to get done. So let's go mine some cobalt. Everybody's good? Everybody good? We got a lot of mining ahead of us. Lots of mining ahead of us. We need to charge this thing as well. We'll do that after this first deposit. We will, we will deposit. I'm gonna go ahead and grab iron first. I think there's also cobalt over here, so that should make it an easy back and forth trip for us. I'm pretty sure there's cobalt, iron, and nickel, everything we need. Yes, should be cobalt as well. Oh well, let's go ahead and grab iron, because we know that we need that. I need to make a... Yep, there's cobalt over here as well. Okay, so we're going to do iron. We'll grab some iron. Then we'll grab some nickel. Then we'll grab some cobalt. And that'll be everything. Okay, there's that. This is our life for the next 30 minutes or so. Is doing mining runs back and forth. Oh my goodness gracious. It's stuff like this when I wish I had someone else with me. You know what I'm saying? I'd just be singing about it. That's how rough it is out here. I'd be wishing I had somebody else just running mining runs with me, you know? You know. I can wish. Alright, let's try and not smash this thing into the ice this time. Let's try that out. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious. I'm kind of hungry for an orange right now. I've got a bag of oranges in there and I'm almost done eating all of them. I've kind of taken a break from it though because like I was tearing up like 2 or 3 a day. And I'm sure that's not like a big issue, but I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of acid, you know? A lot of citrus consumption. There we go. Oh, dude, I love the wheels. I love the wheels. We do have to charge this thing, though. It says it has 18 minutes left. That is just not enough. There we go. Cool. Let that drop for a minute. I had it a second there. Sometimes I make him push my hands together, make him poot. I need to figure out a better way to charge this thing, because I don't really want to put it over the landing pad anymore, because it always burns holes in the landing pad, especially now since we have the little welder there. I'm worried about damaging the welder, and that's a lot higher cost than just damaging the part of the steel floor. I need to check the base and see if inventory, ice. Okay, we got plenty of ice, so that's not an issue. That's not an issue. I was going to say I need to make sure that we're not running out of ice, but it looks like we're doing just fine. Looks like we are doing just fine. I need to grab some water here in a minute. Oh, my thing updated. My chat updated. It now actually gives me a it gives me more like it gives me a profile picture of everybody. That's cool. I might disable that though, because I don't need to see your profile pictures. I just need to see your name. That's all I need. Just sitting, man. Just sitting. This is just one of those streams where like you just gotta get shit done. You know, I'm getting shit done. That's what I'm doing. We got the main interior of the ship built. We're currently building the thruster pack for it. We're getting things done. But man, mining, drilling and mining. This thing's running low on power, so I do need to find a way to charge it. Let's park this here. Grab you. Just gonna park it right here. This is gonna come out. Ew. Yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about that. Connector. There we go. We'll just push this one out here. That'll give us enough space at least to charge it. Charge this big behemoth. Whoa. Okay, cool. So now all these batteries should be getting charged. Because that's not part of the landing pad connector anymore. Connector LP. There we go. Come over here. So this thing. Event controller. Charge connections. Okay. Alright, I just gotta swap the... There we go. So now those should be set to discharge, and they are. And these should be gaining. Oh, it is, but it's really slow. So let me come off. Battery, it's all of them. Add the battery group to recharge on and off. Alright, so now they should be in charging mode. Current mode is recharging, gaining a lot more power. That is discharging. Okay. Oh, I didn't even think about it. When we start, this thing has less batteries than that. This is going to need a way to generate its own power. Oh. It's going to need a way to generate its own power because, like, we just don't have... I won't be able to just let this thing sit on charge for hours at a time for me to use it, you know, up and down a couple of times. Because it's going to burn through a lot of energy going out of atmosphere, searching for asteroids, coming back into atmosphere, docking, letting all of its resources get taken, and then making sure that it has space to charge another one. Like, it's gonna be so much. It's gonna just be so much. So I need some way of powering that. And I'm almost tempted to just put some ice on it, ice storage, and put a dedicated generator on it and let it just turn its own power. Thinking 2 hydrogen generators, 4 engines, and maybe 2 large cargo boxes dedicated to ice, and just let that be the power that that thing makes. So when it gets to positions like this, where it's just sitting idle, it can just be making itself power and recharging. Oh, goodness. Especially since we're already gonna be needing hydrogen for all the hydrogen thrusters. We're going to need to account for making hydrogen, so it kind of just works out, I guess. Yeah, it kind of just works out. Let me come over here. Where we're gonna do that, we could put a storage box here and here, and put a conveyor sorter off of each side of this, where it exclusively allows ice. They go into this hydrogen generator on each side of them, you know, since there's enough large cart connections on it, like that. And then you attach the engines to the box as well. Just have it like a little self-contained engine pack. Oh goodness, yeah, that would work. That would work. And that would mean that we just get to store a little bit of ice on this thing, and it can charge itself. But right now, our primary focus is getting these thrusters welded up. So we've got a lot of thrusters. I was thinking we could also probably just put some hydrogen tanks back here in the thruster packs. You know? Like at the back of these batteries, maybe? Just put a couple extra hydrogen tanks to expand on what we have up here. Because I don't know if 8 is going to be enough. I don't know if 8 is going to be enough for what I want to do. We might end up needing more. And I was thinking if we put them back here, I could probably store 6 on each side, so that'd be 12. So it'd be 20. We'd have 20 hydrogen tanks, and that's not counting if I store the little small ones throughout the ship. I don't really want to do that though, because you end up, if something explodes, if something happens, then you have like a ripple effect all the way down the ship where hydrogen tank explodes, the next one explodes, the next one explodes. I don't really want to do that with this. This is, if these explode, I'm already losing a good chunk of my cargo, but at least there's more cargo that I'm not losing. I should probably put some sort of firewall between these. Like maybe like 2 layers of blocks, so if they do explode, I don't lose my cargo, but hopefully nothing happens. That's really just the hope, is that nothing happens. It's not a combat vessel. It's a mining vessel. At the end of the day... Oh, goodness. Oh, ow. I hit my knee on the desk. At the end of the day, this vehicle really is just a mining cargo transport ship. So it shouldn't be taking any combat other than, I don't know, defending itself from like the stray bullet or two. But ideally it shouldn't see any combat. Oh, why are we going this way? Intruder 3, escort carrier approaching ground installation. But it's like approaching its installation. It's approaching that one from this direction. It's a big ship. It's a really big ship. Oh, okay. No, it's turning. Okay, okay, it must be going to that one then. Okay, that's all that matters. How charged up are these? 50%. That's probably good. How are we doing on production? Short on iron, nickel, and cobalt. What are our refineries doing? The refineries are done. Oh, well, they're not taking all the iron. So what's wrong with the assemblers? What's wrong with the assemblers? Oh, is it short on nickel? Ah, there's no nickel. Okay, that's what we're short on. No nickel. Got it. Alright, that's what we're going to do then. That thing dropped right outside my base. That's crazy. I'm not going to interact with it, though. Alright, let's go, nickel, I guess. Shit. Leapfrog-ass flight pattern. Alright, so nickel is right there. Let's grab it. Ah, there's nickel down there. Might as well just grab that instead. There we go. There we go. So now, how much do we have in us? We got nickel, nickel, a little bit of stone, a little bit of iron, but for the most part, it's nickel. Yeah, good enough. Good enough for me. That's all I care about. As long as most of it is what I want, I'm good. The extra stone and iron is just a, you know, benefit. I actually think the nickel is lighter, maybe? I feel like we're flying a little better. Maybe. Maybe I'm just geeked out. I feel like we could be flying a little easier. So after we get this little bit, after we get this nickel, we will go and go do a run of cobalt. And then once we have cobalt, that will be, that should be it. Should be. I mean, we're carrying quite a bit of cargo here already. That should be it. You know, another thing I was considering is if this cargo ship ends up holding everything we need it to, we might turn it into our mobile base. Like, as long as it flies well and it's not like a huge pain in the ass to fly around in, we might end up putting a little like landing pad on the back in between the two nacelles, land our little scout craft back there, and then use it as our base. I might put 2 refineries on it so we can still refine stuff. Throw an assembler on there and still have this be our main base, really, but let the ship be a fully functional mobile command unit. Hold on. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Perfection. This thing's so good, dude. It's so I love a good mining vehicle. And this little like drop method that we're doing right here, I think it would definitely be more efficient if I was using like the full-size connectors and was dropping the big chunks of like thousands out instead of the like 250 that I think these drop. Oh, it'd be so good. We might end up doing a method like this on the cargo ship. Maybe like 4 connectors in a row that drop. So that way I don't have to dock. Really not interested in having to dock such a massive ship, especially once it's full of cargo. Doing something like this where you can kind of just get close and then it works is so much nicer. So much nicer. We might go through the effort of pressurizing the interior of the cargo ship. Not that I need it. I play this game with my helmet on all the time. Helmet on, realistic sound settings. So I basically don't play this game with sound. Other than like the little bit of wind from the game. That's about it. Explosions. A lot of this game is really... Oh goodness. A lot of this game is really monotonous, so turning the sounds down helps. It's kind of like playing Minecraft, and then you just mine for like 2 hours straight. You're just digging, right? Eventually, you don't even hear the sounds anymore. It's just what your ambient existence sounds like. So I play this game most of the time just muted. Just a little bit of the sounds poke through. Wind, mainly. Wind is usually all I hear. Alright, once this nickel's done, I want to I want to just go immediately and get cobalt. I don't even have to check it. I'm just going to immediately go get cobalt. Yep. Alright. Cobalt time. Yeah, we're just going to go straight to cobalt. Grab it. Come back. There is the cobalt mine that's out here in the field somewhere. I'm not going to worry about that. I think it's going to be easier to go get the cobalt that's on the cliff edge. I think it'd be easier to just bore down to it and grab it real quick. So we're just going to do that. I think it's going to work out better for me. Somewhere down here is cobalt. We're just gonna kind of mine down. There it is. Can I face down that way? Perfect, I can. Cool, we're just gonna mine straight down. Grab that cobalt. Grab it. Pull it out of the earth. Easy enough to me, man. Easy enough for me. Once we get down there, we will dig out a little bit of a hole because I can't come up once I'm full load. I don't think I'll be able to back out like this. Yeah. I'll have to come out flat. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer process to get out. But that's fine. You know, converting this ship over to hydrogen wouldn't be that difficult. In the rear, where I have those two vertical thrusters, replace those with hydrogen tanks, and then replace all the thrusters with hydrogen. Like tier 4 hydrogen, so they're really efficient. That way I could just go down and come back up full nosedive. Alright, that's cobalt. Okay, so now we can slowly turn around in here. Slowly turn around. Okay. Then we can slowly go down. Make sure we have plenty of room once we're full load to get out of here. Let's try this. Okay. So now let's see which direction do I need to go to get home? This way? Go that direction. Which means back out. You know what? We'll just dig a new hole. Fuck it, I don't care. It don't even matter. Okay, so this is our angle for the next little bit. This is what we're doing. And I don't have cruise control, so I actually have to manually pay attention every time we hit 2 meters a second. I have to let off the throttle just a little bit. Goodness gracious. We're gonna have a good load of cobalt though, so I'm not too worried about it. Just clearing out the iron, clearing out the nickel. Shit don't even matter. Shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in. Trust. Sounds like I'm meowing. I am. I'm tapped in on the meow right now. Oh my god, wait, is that a hole? What? Where is that from? What? Hold the phone. That might be an exit hole that I've already made in the past, in my past life. Hold the phone. I might have already been here before. I mean, obviously I have. So there's a hole. What kind of a place is this? There's so many hills and shit I don't even know about yet. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna just move through here. I don't know how fast I can go though. Okay. See, I don't want to go get going too fast. Like normally if I know that the hole is a straight shot, I'll just get going like super fast, right? But lately I've been mining holes that don't really go anywhere. They kind of just go and then turn 90 degrees and then go and turn 90 degrees. They're just dangerous as hell, right? Just it's pointless. So I don't really know the safety of this hole, but so far it seems like it's pretty straight. Seems like it's pretty straight. It sounds like we're definitely climbing. 7 meters a second. We're much faster than we were at 2 meters a second. Hey, I ain't gonna complain. Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, I just don't know when it's gonna narrow up a little bit, because this feels pretty narrow already. This definitely isn't a hole that I drilled with this. It was definitely drilled with a boring machine. Because even though this fits through here, it doesn't fit through here very well. Oh yeah, let's get a little sideways. Oh, dude, this is sick. We got a lot tighter. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, fuck yeah, I love having just holes all throughout the planet, man. When I eventually, like, I will probably, once I finish this playthrough, I'll post this world on the workshop if anybody is interested in just exploring my tunnels or continuing the world where I left off. Wherever I leave off, right? Oh, dude. Just getting lucky and finding a little tunnel deep underground lets me out. It's awesome. It's awesome. Now, I have no idea how much cobalt I actually got. I know I got a bunch of stone. No, I definitely got more cobalt than I did stone. Oh yeah, good deal. I got tons of cobalt. Yeah, so I'm good. We're good. Damn, this bitch is heavy. I love the wheels. I love the wheels. Crash landing my ass, bro. What? Pause. Don't run that back. What? Alright, so somewhere about here, we're lined up this direction. Lined up in that direction. Come down. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cool. So that should be all of the cobalt we need. Ideally it is. It most likely won't be. Let me grab a bottle of water real quick. There we go. Okay. Fresh bottle of water. There we go. There we go. We just sit back and relax for a few minutes after the stressful tunneling that we just had. This has honestly been a great mining rig. I won't lie. It's been a good little mining rig. Other than the fuel economy being bad on it, you know, it takes a lot of power. Doesn't work for very long. It does its job. Like, it does what I need it to, and that is transfer a good amount of ore. At least for right now, it does. Yeah, I think we might look into putting a refinery on the cargo ship. Because if I can mine a whole bunch and go ahead and filter it before bringing it down, and mine some more and go ahead and filter it before bringing it down, I'll be able to transfer a lot more material, useful material, per trip. So putting a refinery with yield modules on the cargo ship, definitely something I'm gonna need to do. Definitely something I'm gonna need to do. Bing, bing. Cool. Alright, that's all of that done. Let's just go ahead and park this. Cool. Let's go see how we're sitting on materials getting finished up. Cobalt. We're getting a very, very small amount of it. Refineries. Okay, so about 5 kilograms of cobalt gives us a 10th or a 12th a kilogram of ingot. Okay, and how much do we need for production? 951. So I'm gonna need 1,000. $40,000. I'm gonna need some massive amount of cobalt ore to get all the cobalt I need for the metal grid. And we're still short on iron too. We're still short by like 10k on iron. Alright, yeah. Let's go mine some more iron. How are we doing on nickel? I didn't even check that. Production, nickel. We're just short a little bit. And we still have tons of it in the containers. I'm gonna let everything refine down before I go do more mining runs, because I don't really want to go do more mining runs. I'd much rather be building right now. Refinery doing cobalt. Let this one do stone, get it out of the way. Stone, get it out of the way. Bring the nickel down. Go ahead and get rid of all the stone first. Prioritize that. That's doing the nickel, so like 9, 11, 11 kilograms of nickel gives us half a kilogram of ore, of ingot. Shit, that's terrible. Oh, goodness. That's really bad. Nickel. It's slowly making the metal grid. Okay, so the main assembler is finished. It did its job. It got rid of everything. So we had enough nickel to do all that. Okay, okay. Oh, goodness gracious, man. Okay, so the main assembler's finished with that. This one needs... Put this back in the cargoes. This one needs nickel. Get some nickel. Okay, so now it's crafting. This one just needs nickel and cobalt. So I mean, they'll get it eventually. Everyone will get what they need eventually. Let's go ahead and start welding. Let's go ahead and start welding, I guess. Or transferring materials. We're actually gonna get the welding ship to do the welding for us. These two, that's our first, that's what we're trying to do first. Alright, that's one. Oh. That's two. Fuck. That's three. I'm just counting how many transfers it's gonna take. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. How much do tier 5s do? How much do they produce? 2.4 meganewtons? Oh, that's worse. That's what? Oh god. Oh no. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Let's shit, let's go and get it welded up. Oh great goobly moobly, man. Oh, it's gonna take a while to get everything welded. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so expensive. Okay. Shit. Let's go to the other side. One, two. That's what we're transferring. It's that one.
Your health is low.
Yeah, I hear ya. Two. Oh, goodness. I should have thought about this. I should have thought about this, man. I knew it's gonna be expensive. I knew it was gonna be expensive. Oh, damn it. No.
Fuel low.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Can't win them all. I need to I need to get more fuel in my jetpack.
Fuel critical.
It's that. Let's go ahead and grab the bottle. Everything successfully withdrawn. Let's go ahead and take this. Dude, I'm gonna be welding for so long just to get these base thrusters down. That's not even counting the like little you know, like aesthetic thrusters that we're gonna put just to make the ship look pretty. This is just the basic ones, man. Oh. Oh. Why do you have to make multiple trips for the thrusters? Because the multiple tiers of thrusters have multiple tiers of items. So like the tier 1 thruster needs, you know, 10 of something. The tier 2 thruster needs 20 of something. The tier 3 needs 30 and so on. So I have to make 5 times the trips for these tier 5 thrusters that I would normally have to do for a tier 1. So it's gonna take so long. It's gonna take so long. Should have 6 now. 3, 6, yep. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna be building for a while. We're gonna be building or welding for a while. I don't know how much this thing can carry. Ideally, it can carry a full load now. Yeah, okay, cool. It can carry a full load. So it's not like the worst thing in the world. Damn it. Wish this thing put me out where I get out. Okay, there's that. Oh my goodness. Oh, the cost of this ship is astronomical. It is going to be so expensive. Yeah, we're gonna have to go do another iron run. And cobalt, it looks like. But this is all in the name of eventually this thing is gonna be finished. It's gonna be awesome. Eventually it's gonna be finished and it's gonna be awesome. That's what we're doing it for. Man, it's getting there gonna be a long ass journey. But like at the same time, I feel like this is just how the game should be. I feel like it should be this difficult. I feel like building something big should be a big deal. Call me geeked all you want. I feel like this is just, if you want to build something big like this, I feel like it should be expensive. I feel like, you know, the cost to build something big should be high, and the cost of losing something big should be high. Okay, let's go do more mining. What are the refineries doing right now? They're doing cobalt. Can we get them to do nickel instead? That'd be cool. Part of me wants to believe that there's just enough material already in the base to do it. Part of me wants to believe that, but I just don't know. I don't know. Because it's so slow. Refinery. Alright, we got 4 of them on nickel. We got 4 of them on cobalt. Other than iron, I don't see us being short. I don't think so, at least. There should be enough. There should be enough. We're gonna sit here and wait. We're gonna sit here and wait because I don't want to go... I don't want to keep going underground. I don't want to keep going underground. I want to go to space. But at the same time, I can't get ahead of myself, because even once these thrusters are done, I'm still gonna need all the other... I'm still gonna need vertical thrusters. Haven't even placed those yet. I'm still gonna need downwards thrusters. Haven't placed those. I'm still gonna need to charge the ship. I'm still gonna need to fill it with ice and give it hydrogen for fuel. There's so much. I can't get ahead of myself, but man. Is the weight killing me? The weight is killing me. It's so close. It's so close. I think we got it. I really do. I really do think that we got it. I think there's enough nickel in the base. Iron, maybe we might have to go mine some iron. I'd be fine with doing 1 mining run, but I don't want to have to go do I don't want to have to go do multiple mining runs just to like finish off the last little bit, you know? Why can't I store everything? Limited inventory size. My player inventory is limited to 2,000 liters. Where something like the large cargo boxes can store, I think it's... I don't remember. The large cargo containers can store 15,000 liters. So they can store almost 8 times what I can. 7.5 times what I can. Yeah, it's just expensive. Everything is just so expensive. And I don't have the storage space to do it. I would like to carry all the material on me. But I don't have the storage space. Let's go heal. It is coming along, though. It is coming right on along. I'm digging it. Production. Refinery. Hey, whoa now, let's... There's no way I'm out of nickel already. No, I'm not. Dude, why are we not refining this? So that one should be fine. That one's empty. Oh, this one needs a lot still. Fuck. Okay. And that one's empty. Okay. Okay, that's not too terrible. 900 cobalt. So we got 960, 45, 80, 26, 80, 20, 90. I don't have enough cobalt. Let's grab... Let's grab this cobalt, put it in this cargo container. Does it get drawn out to the proper, you know, assembler? It's short on iron. That's the issue, is that I don't have any more iron, do I? We got this. Why is this not getting refined? But yeah, for the most part, that's it. That's all the iron I have. So I'm gonna have to go do an iron run. Okay. Okay. Ah, it's just part of it, man. It's just part of it. Just part of it. Just part of it. A little bit iron here, a little bit iron there. Spirit of Le Monde. I'm actually okay with getting iron and nickel. That's fine. It's running out of cobalt that pisses me off because I have to go so deep to get it, and I don't really have like a good setup to get, you know, bulk deep ores. I should have. I need to set up. If I was doing large grid, I would. If I was doing large grid, I would. I would have a massive hole bored down to every ore deposit. It's just getting to a point of doing that with small grid is so off the table. Okay, should be just iron, just a whole fuck ton of iron. Just a whole fuck ton of iron. We are going to be getting close to the Spirit of Lamond with a flying vehicle. I don't know if his aggro range... Nah, we're going away from him. Good deal. The only thing that we're lucky that I haven't had to mine is I haven't needed bulk silicon. Thankfully, I haven't been doing a whole lot of windows. Everything that I've done is steel. And for the most part, stone has given us enough silicon that I don't need to go mine it. Now, I was thinking it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to make some sort of large rover with a refinery on it and just like a speed module, you know, not a yield module, but a speed module that all it does is mine stone. Like it just drives around out here in like the flat up there and all it does is just mine stone and it just turns it into iron, nickel, and silicon. Basically turn the drill arm into a rover. That might be the move. Same way we do the ice, only give it a refinery. Alright, while that drops, did I damage any of this? That shit's so tough. I need to pick that up. Pick this up. This shit sounds awesome. Can't say it doesn't. It's great. I love it. Oh, come on now. There we go. It's about halfway empty. In about 30 minutes, I'll be ending stream. About 30 minutes. I've got things I gotta do. I'm going to the gym. Getting big, getting swole. But that's not now. That's 30 minutes from now. I just need to like put it out there though. I need to mentally, verbally remind myself, because I'll forget. I'll end up streaming for another, 2 hours, and I'll be like, fuck. I don't want to go to the gym now, and so then I just won't. So I gotta be more dialed in than that. You see that thing over there? It's really sparking, man. It's really sparking. Alright, we're gonna hope that I have enough cobalt. Unless everything else finishes and then it's just like, hey, I need some more cobalt. I'm not going to mine more cobalt. Rosie, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just not going to mine any more cobalt. Unless the assembler tells me that it desperately needs me to have more cobalt, I ain't doing it. Sup, slug? Slup ratchet? How am I? I'm doing good. How are you? We're welding. We're doing big weld right now. Big weld? Robots movie? Big weld? You know the guy? Alright, so let's tap in on this. That. And work this. Well, that's it. That's everything it's made. So what are we short on? What are we short on, gamers? Hold on. Refinery. Stream's been good. Stream's been solid. Stream has been solid. We've been streaming for about 3 hours now. 3 hours now, and we're alright. Sorry. Banned. I'm not dealing with that. It was a bot. I was gonna try and like play it up like they weren't one, but they were. So I just get them out of here. "93 hours strong." We going, bro. We going. Alright, that one's finished. That one needs a lot. This one's finished. This one's finished. So all that's left is 253 metal grid. Okay. So that one needs, and it has iron. Or I guess it's this one maybe that needs iron. Nickel. Cobalt. 384. So it's this one. Okay, and it's just short on nickel, it looks like. So let's grab the refinery and tell it to start doing nickel. Nickel is what it needs currently. Okay. Go over here. Now it's moving. Fell asleep last night, you were cooked? Hey, that's fine. I'm gonna be streaming this for the next 30-ish, and then I'm gonna go to the gym for about hour and a half. Hour and 40, somewhere around there. I usually do about an hour of cardio before I start actually working out. every time. I'd rather be a lean, mean fighting machine than just muscular, soft looking. I don't know. Guys who get like a lot of muscle really fast without toning it or anything always just look kind of soft. I don't really fuck with that. That's not the aesthetic that I want to go for. I want to be able to run. I want to be able to run and lift things that are within like a reasonable human thing. I don't have a reason to bench 400 pounds. I don't have that issue in my daily life. Chasing lions and tigers and bears and fighting some dude in the street, that is a more useful muscle, right? That's a more useful build for me, because I'd be doing that on the regular. I'd be like, you know about the British lady who does that? Her husband's like, put him up then, put him up. And she goes, and he goes, ah, fuck you, fuck you. That's what we on. Alright, what are you short on now? You've got 384 iron in you. So, which assembler is this? This one? It needs more nickel. That's just what we need across the board, is more nickel. Refinery. So are we out of nickel then? No, we have plenty. What are we doing? So unfortunately, it seems like we're just kind of at the mercy of... We're just kind of at the mercy of the machine. It doesn't want to like auto pull the nickel, even if I'm setting it as the primary. That's fine. We're just going to do a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of monitoring. Approaching ground. That one, supply transport, that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and take what we can and start welding. Oh, that's it. It's out. Okay. Damn. Damn. I don't know if I queued all 8 of the... I don't know if I queued all 8 of the atmospheric thrusters. I can't remember. Looks like right now we're just doing the hydrogen. Apparently we're short on large steel tube, which we didn't make. Large, yeah, we don't have enough large steel tube. Which I don't even know if I need large steel tube. I think it's just metal grid that's left. I'm gonna step away for just a second and go use the restroom. I need to pee. That shouldn't give us any issues. Regardless, I'm gonna save. Save as. We are now doing, what is the milestone that we're at currently? Thrusters. Cool, saved as thrusters. Alright, we're gonna just sit in the chair. I will be right back. And I return. Alright. So where were we at? We were building. We were waiting. We were monitoring the nickel. Let's see. Come on, baby. Hey, that's good. That's really good. Is everything finished? Everything's finished except that. So just need some cobalt. It's everything. Okay, from that point on, it just says we need more metal grid and large steel tube. But that all the metal grid? No, there's still a couple more. Still more? Okay. Okay, is there more that it can take? No, that is it. Okay. Alright, so apparently we're short on large steel tubes and a little bit more metal grid. So make 100 of those, make 100 of those. Do it again. Okay, everything is successfully withdrawn. I don't know what could be using the large steel tubes. Or the metal grid. Okay, there we go. So we're back down to empty. Now what we'll do is go back around and refill our build planner and set all that stuff to you know, craft. So we'll do deposit, nothing in build planner. Hundred, okay. Hundo. Short on motor. 100. Short on motor. Okay, so just a whole butt ton of motors, which is just I don't think it's any cobalt. I think it's just nickel. Okay, let's go ahead and put these 4 into queue. It's gonna be a lot of iron. It's gonna be a lot of iron. The nickel and iron shouldn't be too big of a deal. Like, assembler. A little bit more cobalt. We don't have any cobalt in the refinery right now. The refinery is doing nickel. Okay. So let's go down here and grab some cobalt. Scroll on down to the refinery. Yeah, alright. Damn. Alright, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We need more iron, more nickel, more cobalt. We need all of it. Damn, this thing's expensive. I think we've got plenty of cobalt. Really, I do. I think we have plenty of cobalt. I think the iron should, for the most part, be good. I think we should have plenty of iron. Nickel at 21k. I think we should be fine. Really, I do actually think we should be fine with the amount of stuff that we have already. I can go mining, but I think the issue that we're running into is refining speed. I think all 8 of these refineries is still not fast enough. Still not fast enough. We're kind of in like a pickle, kind of in a little bit of a pickle, because I could either build more refineries with more yield modules on them and go ahead and speed up production just through, you know, through like just having more refineries, right? Because, I mean, we're kind of just in a waiting game. We're just playing a waiting game at this point. We're just waiting for the refineries to catch up to the speed that I need to be working at. Can't get sleep? Hey, perfect stream. You've been here the whole time? If not, I highly recommend... Honestly, I probably don't. Actually, I probably don't recommend going back and watching this stream. This stream has been pretty boring, I guess. We got the interior of that finished up, but for the most part, at least what I can remember of the stream, we've done basically just a bunch of mining and waiting. That's what we've done for the past hour, I feel like. I'll show you the interior, though. Damn. There we go. Doesn't this look nice? This looks so nice. Nice little ship interior. I like it. I like it. Little ship interior. I like it. We got a whole bunch of the bottom of it welded up. So that's all good. We got a bunch of these thrusters placed, but we're still working on getting them welded. I got a little chocolate bar here, or a little oat granola bar. Sorry, the granola bar with chocolate chips in it. So bear with me, because I'm about to eat this. That's fire. Dude, we are just... Everything's successfully withdrawn. How many motors do we have? Oh shit, we got a ton actually. Okay. Does that finish these? Hmm. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at that. We've got thrusters, dude. Alright. 100, 100, 100. 100, 100. Okay. On to the next. Oh, we're out of motors. Okay, so we gotta come over here now. And do... like that. And then we go back over here. And we queue up all the motors. Queue up everything. And it tells us that we need more iron. Damn. So expensive. Mmm, coffee cake. Coffee cake's so good. Let me get another water. Hold on. Actually, before I get another water, I need to tap in. Gamers, it's been really fun, but I do need to go to the gym. So let's put this last batch of stuff in here. Put this last batch. Looks like we're going to be about 55 motors short. That's fine. Weld this up. And, I guess tomorrow's stream will probably be more of this. I know. But it's what's going to get us closer to where I want to be, which is in space. Hold on. Nope. Okay. So we're out of motors. We're out of the motors that we need. The refineries are still going. They're finally on cobalt now. Okay. Okay. Good deal. So at least we're gonna have the cobalt for the metal grids that we're gonna need. But really, we need more iron and nickel. So iron, we've got plenty of that. Nickel, we're out of. Yeah. So next stream is going to be nickel mining. We're going to do iron. We're going to do a little bit of iron, but it's mostly going to be nickel. And ideally, I want to get the thrust pack for this thing finished next stream. So next stream is going to be mining for the first little bit, building for the last little bit. Hopefully I'll have the thruster packs built on both sides of it. And then from there, we can start working on kind of connecting from like this area of the ship up to maybe about here. That might be the, not the next stream, but the next stream. So tomorrow, thruster pack. The next day, midsection. The next day, front section. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's probably going to be the layout for next little bit. So tomorrow is going to be mining and building. The next day is mining and building. And the next day is mining and building. I'm about to go to the gym. I appreciate everyone who's here. Don't let me scare you now. I'm big. Yeah, I appreciate you. Be safe, have fun, go do something that you enjoy doing, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you, fellas. Bye!